When you think about the 2025 season, what do you think of?
Yeah, for me, I feel like a sentence that could sum this up is that the honeymoon is over, and maybe it
Ooh,
ended way earlier than, I'm just now bringing this up, but I think that we as a club took such a huge step backwards, and after several promises throughout the last year and a half, um, of momentum and building, it felt like things unraveled more than they were built up, which I think also sums up what Hoover said about having an empty roster of sorts.
the honeymoon phase being over, I feel like is a perfect summation of how not only this group is feeling, but the city of St. Louis at large. When it comes to St. Louis City, we saw like cracks in the veil for probably the first time as a collective fan base. It's funny. You think back to season one, 2023, City could do no wrong. I mean, from the product on the field to like the block parties before the games, like they were getting talent, they were getting, just they were making all the right decisions. And now, fast forward 2 years, 3 years, you see like the St. Louis City dropping like an update to their app to incorporate AI, and you see Twitter fucking losing their minds, man. It's like the honeymoon phase is for sure over. And for me, if I have to think about the 2025, if I have to think about, the 2025 season, just disappointment is kind of like the cut and dry um, word and potentially even sentence that I feel. Starting from the beginning of the season, we went through the back half of the 2024 season with an interim manager because we fired Bradley Carnell, who lo and behold just won Coach of the Year with the Philadelphia Union, so that feels really good. But we had an interim coach, and finally, after the season was over, we go out and we get our guy Olaf Melberg. We go into the season, and I remember this crew in particular was pretty excited. We have what we knew of at the time. We have a former Premier League, Serie A international defender in Olaf Melberg for the Swedish national team. We're excited about that. He had, relatively good success in his former clubs. But defensive stability was the main thing that we thought he was going to bring. And from a group of defenders on this podcast, we were very excited about that. When we looked at 2024, we were leaking goals right, left, and center. And so we went into this season with a pretty good amount of optimism. And we had reasons to feel optimistic. Celio got signed to a good contract. We had Melberg coming in. Hopefully we got to see the return of Leuven and Klaus and Berkey at their very best. Hopefully we were going to see some pretty good minutes out of Nilsson. We were going to see some good things. And we finished with 8 wins, 8 draws, and 18 losses. And we finished yet again the better half of the season, not just the back half. We finished, the last, 22 games of the season with an interim manager that led us to 13th in the Western Conference, 24th in the MLS, and a negative 14 goal differential. And that's just not very good, gentlemen. It's just not very good. And I'm struggling to even think of, season one, the energy drink football, the high press, the counter attack. I'm struggling even to say like what our identity was this season.